Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Marcus Hayes, and the other day I went into work to be told I'm actually off on holiday this week. Now, I'm not financially prepared for a week off, so I've pretty much been twiddling my thumbs. There is a couple of things though that I keep putting off, so this week gives me an opportunity to get those done. Now, I've had yet another gift from one of you guys. Now, this is the other half to the key for my dad's Focus. Those of you who have been watching my videos will remember that Empson on Instagram sent me a new boot lock and a boot latch and a key for my dad's trusty Mk1 Focus, but the key actually had this bit missing. Now, this bit was sent to me by a guy called Richard Powell. Massive thanks to you, and this is going to mean that now my dad can attach his keys to his key ring in the correct way. So yeah, next time I see my dad, I'll hand that to him, and he will definitely really appreciate that. As you can see, Maude's engine bay is looking a lot better now. Yesterday I've done the last bit of painting that I wanted to do on the bits that were welded by Chris at Clump Fab. Unfortunately, when I done the slam panel area, I ran out of paint, so I wasn't able to paint this chassis tag the same colour black, but I'm not worried about that. Definitely looking a million times better. I think when Maude gets her new ST170 engine, I'm going to at least repaint the back bit of the engine bay. I might even paint the whole engine bay while the engine's out the way, but we'll see. I'm so mature. Can I just have a wrap of the day meal with a toffee latte, please? Hello, thank you. Yeah. Thanks a lot, cheers. Oh, that was close, wasn't it? Came across this in the Halfords car park. So cool. Check out the 750iL Beamer. I think the L stands for long wheelbase. Proper gangster car. V12. Yeah, just chatting to the owner in traffic. He picked that car up for 4 grand. I wonder how much that car was when it was new. That's a lot of car for your money for 4 grand. Right, so round the garage with the 3 old banger Escorts. Esther, my ST170 powered Mk1 Escort, who is going to be getting some TLC with the HYDROSHOT later on. And of course, I actually bought this to look after Esther, and so far I've only used it on the other 2 Escorts and Cat's Plastic Fiesta. Now, Esther is actually booked in for round 2 on the dyno now that she's ready, thanks to Matt from Motorsport Electronics hooking up to the ME221 ECU and getting her to run sweet. So yeah, she's booked in for the dyno again in a few weeks. Obviously next to her we have Maude, my MAUDE Mark II Escort, and next to her we have my dad's Mark III Escort. Now, I've had loads of people getting in touch with me about this car, asking when it's going to be for sale, and people giving me offers, and yeah, I do still intend to sell it, although there is a big part of me that would like to keep it for myself. I've always fancied doing a Zetec turbo build, and I think this car would be the perfect candidate for it. Now, I did clean it up a little while ago, but one thing I haven't done yet is cleaned up the interior. Needs a good hoover, and the dash needs wiping and stuff. And as I showed you in a video before, I picked up this upholstery cleaner and this dash shine, which should help me get this interior looking a lot better. Obviously, you know, there are rips in the seats and stuff, but yeah, I just want to make it look as clean as possible, because you know the dash and stuff is in really good nick, but with it being all dusty, you can't really appreciate that. This little guy on the dash will not be sold with this car. I'll definitely be keeping that. So obviously not really exciting stuff hoovering cars, but it's got to be done, and my good friend Rob has let me plug into his electricity. Alright, so I'm going to give all the shuts a quick going over with this car polish. Now this is the stuff that I used to use on the outside of cars, but I've been using the Auto Finesse stuff more recently. So yeah, not a proper job by any means, but you know, just shows the car for what it is. You know, you can see the scabs and stuff. Alright, I'll crack on with all the other shuts now. And that's the shuts. All looking a bit better. Yeah, to be honest, the more time I spend with this car, the more little problems I find. Little things like, you know, the paint flaking off at the top of the door here, various little bits of rust. But yeah, I'm not looking to hide any of those things, even if it does go for sale. You know, that's not my style. Giving the engine bay area a little bit of a wipe as well. Actually a really, really clean engine bay. But yeah, I think the next task is to give the dash a wipe. Well, this stuff ain't removing the stain, it's removing the dust, but water would do that. I'm going to try this stuff. Little stain still there, as well, at least get the dust off. The dash is looking a lot better now that it's not all dusty. Even gave the model a bit of a polish, so she's ready to go into my cabinet at home. Yeah, I do have a few pieces of trim and stuff to fit back to the car as well. And this is the genuine horn for the car. It's actually got a Jaguar S-type horn fitted at the moment. This is the rest of a sticker pack that I bought when we painted the rocker cover. I wanted to put the stickers back on it. And a battered up old Haynes manual, which can go with the car as well. And some mats that are brand new in the packet, but have got grease on them. Alright, so after a shuffle around, Esther is now ready to have a proper wash. I've strategically placed some microfiber cloths for when she leaks. And for once, I've put some tape on the inside of these number plate holes, so hopefully I won't get any water in the boot. Now, I know she probably does look quite clean on the camera, but up close she is absolutely filthy. But I've always kept a layer of wax on her, so should come off relatively easily. Now I'm going to be hitting her with this Auto Finesse Avalanche snow foam first, and I've already got the HYDROSHOT set up with the product in the bottle. The car just gets dusty in the garage, even if you don't go in there, just dust in the air, and also gets spiders poo. Gonna give it a shampoo with this Auto Finesse lather. And I always use a brand new sponge if I'm washing a car that I actually care about. We're using the 2-bucket method. Dry her off a little bit. looking pretty clean. Definitely missed a couple of spots with the shampoo. Some greasy fingerprints there. Little mark there, but I can pick those bits up on the waxing stage. I'll just let her fully air dry off first. Alright, so after a quick cup of coffee at Rob's, nice one mate, Esther is definitely now fully dry. So I'm going to hit her with this Radiance wax stuff. I'm fast running out of daylight, but I have now finished going around and buffing all the wax off, and yeah, she looks so good. Even the carbon bumpers and bonnet pins look a bit better now. Now I've still got a lot of tidying up to do around here, so I'm going to crack on with that and I'll chat to you in a minute. It's a new day and I've got some housework to do. As I mentioned in the previous video, I need to replace the wood that goes along here and holds these two LED bulbs for the undercovered lighting. Now these side panels literally just clip on with these to these feet on the cupboards. And basically when we was pulling this bit of wood off, you know, this side was coming away easily and this side was, and we assumed that they had, you know, similar clips on this bit. But the way they've put this together is just with these little brackets, so literally just screwing the two pieces of wood together. And obviously it was only fixed in the middle, which is why I was able to pull the sides off and it broke. Now I wasn't able to get any of this sort of gloss cream wood in this thickness. I was only able to get it in this thickness, but luckily my good mate Fred is a builder and he was able to not only cut it to the perfect length, but also cut it down the length so that it's the perfect height. But before I actually attach this to this other bit of wood and start putting it back where it goes, I need to drill some holes for the LED lights to sit in. So Kat has bought this hole saw set. Use the old wood so that I don't drill into the floor. Oh, we're on hammer. We don't want to be on hammer. It's not hammer time. Now I need to empty all the wood out of the bit before I can drill the second hole. It's just burning. I made a cork, although it's got a hole in it.
Question is, have you drilled into the floor?
No. Alright, so now I'm going to remove the remaining bit and then just screw the new piece on. I messed up, this screw's gone in too far. Oh well. Round the hole, it's raised. I should have got like a sanding thing on it or something.
Fine, don't worry.
I'll give them a test. Sweet. I know Kat wants to hoover behind there while we've got the chance, so I'll get out of your way for a minute.
Thanks.
It definitely looks better than it did. That one is broken. So with the housework done, me and Kat are going for a drive, because why not? I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the weekend in terms of playing with cars. Although over the next few weeks and beyond, there's going to be loads going on. As I mentioned earlier, Esther is now booked in for another dyno session in a few weeks. Next weekend, Maude is hopefully going to be having her rear wheel bearings done, and I think I'm going to have a look at the pinion seal on the diff as well, because I think it's leaking, even though the diff was rebuilt relatively recently. Maude is also now booked in for more welding by Chris Kember at Clump Fab, and that's going to be going on in November. So yeah, loads of stuff going on, just trying to keep busy. into another new day, and I don't really have much planned today, to be honest, apart from tidying up this garage a bit, which you don't need to see. But with Esther now out in the sunshine, we can appreciate her new coat of wax. Obviously it was getting a bit dark by the time I finished applying it the other day. But yeah, she's looking nice and shiny, and it'll obviously protect the paint. Now before I end this video, I have got another car to show you, which is this Triumph Toledo, which is yet another car that's been added to my friend John's fleet. I have just spoke to him on the phone, and there's no plans to get rid of the Prefect now that he's got this, but he is thinking about getting rid of one of his other classic cars that he owns. But yeah, apparently this one's all complete. Looks like a bit of a barn find. Wow, still got the plastic on the door cards. I assume that was what came on them from the factory. Yeah, apart from needing a good clean, it's all there. Look at that wood. Again, door card protected, and the ones in the back. And look at that seat, that is in really good shape. Wow. So yeah, from the outside it does look like a bit of a state, but definitely well worth saving. Have a little peek in there. Don't really like the way this bonnet feels, but yeah, front wheel drive apparently these. So yeah, I'm sure if John does end up keeping this car, we'll end up seeing it as he goes through the build. I suppose it'd be rude not to at least sit in it. Right, so I'm going to end this video here and crack on with tidying up my garages. If you did think this video is any good, please do give it a thumbs up and a share. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Click subscribe if you're new and you want to keep up to date with all my future uploads, and check the links in the description to my social media and my email address. Those of you who want to support the channel by purchasing some stickers, details about that are also in the description. But other than that, until next time, thanks for watching.